We learn a lot from our parents, and among those traits is perseverance. Simply put, not giving up. And this morning, Master Mom Amanda Olson is here to share with us how to teach our children to persevere in life. Good morning, Amanda. How are you doing?
Good morning, Chris. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
Let's talk about that. Perseverance. I mean, that is a trait that we all, I think all of us, have to learn at some point and to practice even more.
Yes, and I think the secret to it is to keep your mind on the long-term goal. Because in the moment, and I know every human on the planet has those times where they just want to give up, and say this is too hard. And our kids go through the same thing. And one of the things that I've been able to see through the years and working with a lot of students is, when they get there to that point where this is too hard, I don't think I can do it, is to remind them why they're doing it and what their long-term goals are. And, setting, even if it's like writing it down again, hanging it up on the wall. Little kids, they can draw a picture. What am I gonna look like? What am I gonna feel like when I finish this soccer season, or when I graduate from high school, or whatever the thing they're trying to do is that's becoming really hard. Keeping their mind on their goal. And I think that this time that we've all been going through, where we've had to change to virtual learning, our kids are needing our help in sticking with things.
And I was going to ask you that. I mean, is setting goals the most important thing when it comes to perseverance?
That has been my experience, because if things get hard, and when they get hard and they get tough, if you can have somebody in your corner, a parent or a friend or a coworker that is reminding you, I know this is hard, but when we're done, here's what we're going to have. Here's the results we're going to have, or here's what the finish line looks like. But if you don't have that finish line in mind, you don't have that firm goal set, it's really easy to quit and really easy to give up.
And as parents, we talk about teaching this trait to our children, but as parents, we need to practice perseverance when it comes to raising our children, don't we?
Yeah, the other side of that is us as parents not giving up on raising our kids, right? So showing them what it means to reach a goal. And I think celebrating those times where, hey, today I did this at work and I was so proud of myself, and I didn't give up, sharing those moments with your kid. Or I started this new class, and we had we're having virtual graduations, people that have not given up on their black belt goals, still training and through this time. And I'm watching them on Zoom doing their form and testing for their belts, and I'm so inspired by their perseverance. But even the parents that are going for belts with their kids and they're doing it together, that's another way that we can help our kids, is kind of get in there with them and do it with them and help them out that way.
Do you think that we're going to look back on this time of quarantine and the pandemic and say this maybe taught us maybe a lot of things, perseverance being one of them, patience being one of them? Are we going to look back on this as a learning experience, I think?
Oh, absolutely. And the students that we've been working with this week, since it is belt graduation week, and I'm reminding them that they earned this next belt or this next benchmark or whatever it is they were going for in one of the most difficult times that we've been through. I want them to put something special on that belt to remind them that, I got this, green belt when all I could do was learn through Zoom or call my instructor and ask questions. I didn't even get to go in class, but I didn't give up. We have minimum requirements to meet, and the students have just exceeded those even more than we've been in person. They've been really, really dedicated. And I think that we all need to maybe just journal or write down or take some pictures about how we have all persevered through this and kept our minds on the goals that we've had. And when we look back, it's going to make us stronger and give us more confidence.
And I know we all set goals for ourselves, and we have dreams that we want to attain. Sometimes when you fail, that can be a learning experience as well, picking yourself back up and going forward and trying to achieve that goal once again.
Yeah, just a personal story. I'll just be perfectly honest. I try to maintain a healthy weight, and as I get older, it gets a little harder. And I was on the right track, and then this, quarantine and everything started, and I lost sight of those goals. Did a little backsliding, but just reminding myself, okay, that's enough of that. What is your long-term goal here? Healthy, so you can do the things that you love to do. And so just kind of reminding myself, I have this long-term goal to stay healthy. Let's get back on track, So definitely you can use this as I did at the beginning, as an excuse just to give up for a little bit, as we're all stressed out. But as we got going, being able to refocus on my goals and get back on track. So I hope that helps somebody else who might be feeling a little bit that way. You can do it, but it's about what is your long-term goal, because it is hard in the moment.
All right. Amanda Olson, thank you so much for taking some time with us today and not giving up on getting through this pandemic and just persevering through life. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're all helping each other, so thank you, Chris.
All right. It is Olson's Martial Arts Academy right down the street here on Cherry Street in Johnson City. If you'd like more information, give them a call. Check out those websites right there at the bottom of the screen.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by